But the real answer is this Toronto Maple Leaf team is just better. It's better than they've been in years, and it starts with their defense.
Why are the Toronto Maple Leafs so good without Auston Matthews?
Is it honestly, is it a time for Mitch Marner to shine? Is it giving him the freedom to be, hey, I'm the guy now, maybe? And it's not Auston Matthews. Maybe everybody's got to pick up the slack. But the real answer is this Toronto Maple Leaf team is just better. It's better than they've been in years, and it starts with their defense. I think this is the first time that a Toronto Maple Leaf team you can look at and go, oh my gosh, they're actually defending. And their goaltenders have played well, and they've got good numbers, but they defend first. And I don't think they're relying on those 6-4, 5-3 wins anymore. Like they can beat you defensively. And I think that's the huge difference. When you take a big goal scorer like Auston Matthews out of the lineup, you can still compete if you can defend. And I think it took Toronto a very, very long time to learn to defend first. The other thing is Matthews is off to a slow start. Like he hasn't been Auston Matthews. So maybe he can go get straightened out in Germany. Is that where you go to get? And maybe when he comes back, he's right on top of it. I don't know. I think this is. I think Toronto's for real? No, because I never do. But for right now, this has been the best variation of this team for a really long time.
So you said straightened out. So you're saying that he'd be getting like a perm or what?
Yeah, I don't.
A lineup.
He should let it go. Like at some point, does he just let it go? The hairline's just drifting. Just go with the Muzzy. No, just shave it. Wear a hat. Shave it and wear a hat.
Just go to Turkey. Like that can be fixed. We know that.
The whole thing of but is Turkey. Auston Matthews, who famously makes over $1 million a year, is he doing the I'm going to save like $4,000 and go to Turkey instead of just hitting up Dr. Matthew Lopresti?
Yeah, I mean, if you're
saw it on Reddit.
It's right there.
Those taxes in Toronto.
Maybe he's like, tough. I just want to be a normal guy and fly to Turkey.
Look, I'm relatable. Is it possible that Mitch Marner this season is playing his way off the Toronto Maple Leafs? Because if he wins an MVP,
what do you do? But here's this is a huge problem. Mitch Marner's one of those tweeners, and you like him when he's playing well. He distributes the puck well, but he doesn't when the playoffs. We've seen it when the playoffs pick up a little bit of pace, and that's grinding hockey, and it's a little different style. Mitch Marner isn't quite as successful. He's having an unbelievable year, phenomenal. He's a really talented hockey player. But what's Toronto going to do? Like I don't know what the number is where you're a Toronto Maple Leaf management and ownership group and go, okay, this is a number I can live with Mitch Marner. Can't let him walk for free. I think that's insane. You can't. The thought around that organization right now is they have to find a way to sign him. I don't know how you do that. You can't give him Auston Matthews money. I know there's people out there that say that it's not comparable. You got to do what's right for the marketplace. You can't. You want to put that inside your locker room right now, the best player, one of the best scorers in the history of this storied franchise, and you're going to pay somebody else higher than him? Man, I don't know. I don't know what that does to your room. And it's not about perception. It's about what it does to the guys inside the room. Because Matthews is going to be looking down the hallway. You're paying that guy more? Like, really? I think it's a huge problem. I think it's a huge problem for Toronto. And I don't know what Brad Treliving's going to do. Would he have been better off trying to sign this contract over the summer? Probably, but he didn't think he had the money to do it. And now you're stuck. They're in trouble. Marner's playing above what they expected him to play, and you're going to have to pay him 13, 14 for Mitch Marner. I don't know. It's going to be a really tough situation.
Yeah, I mean,
that is an unenviable situation. Obviously, you have Tavares' money presumably coming off the books, but that's still like a really tough position to find yourself in.
If you're paying Mitch Marner like Leon Draisaitl, and this is merely a wing who can be awesome, but also can go bye-bye while playing games, I would hate that. I want to ask, why don't you believe in them for this? Like, is it just the fabric? Is it the jersey? Is it the vibes? Because when you look at them, they do have goaltending now. Stolarz has been awesome. Woll's been really good. They have a coach that I think we all like in Craig Berube. Their defense is definitely better than it was. So what keeps you other than the fact that like they're not going to win? They're the Leafs. They are going to fuck up. But like, is it just that?
It is, and it's not fair because what you just hit on the head is everything that they've done right this time around that they haven't over the last several decades. And goaltending, I didn't think this was the answer. Wool coming into this, and Stolarz, you're going, oh, these are the guys, but they've been really good. But again, you go to their defense. The biggest additions on this team were Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and you can say what you want to about OEL and his diminishing, and he's getting older in the years. But in Florida last year, when you really needed someone to step up defensively when guys weren't playing quite to their level, OEL played great in the finals. And Chris Tanev's been a machine in Toronto. This is a Toronto team that lives on defense first, and I think that's the difference. I do think the coach is a big difference. The culture is just different. You've heard all the comparisons between Sheldon Keefe and Craig Berube, and they're different. I mean, he's intimidating. He is, and I think that's helped too. They got a real coach coaching a team that is, I think, finally ready to win. But I do think at the end of the day, I'm sorry, they're the Leafs, and they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way to break everybody's heart. I just maybe this is the year, but this team has not proven they can play together in the playoffs. Maybe they finally get over the hump.
At the very least,
wait a second. I got to point out the unreal coach, the not real coach that was in charge of the Maple Leafs last year, now in charge of the Metropolitan Division leading New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
Just
isn't it funny how that works?
I think.
No.
Yeah, it is.
The Devils are third in the Metro.
By points. By point. Yeah, I'm looking by points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're right. But it's different too. When Sheldon Keefe went in there, he was a rookie coach in the NHL, never coached in the league before, with the same core players that he's had. And I do think it was a shift in message that needed to happen. I really do. And I think that you could say that for about a half a dozen teams right now that are mired in a position that they need to make some kind of a change, whether that is a coach or not. Do I think Sheldon Keefe is a good coach? I do. I think Sheldon Keefe is a good coach. And I think you're seeing that with that team playing better. Do I think it's all coaching related? No. I think goaltending is better. I think they're healthier. Well, maybe not all season, but that's a good team. They underachieved a year ago. I think they're better this season. I just think it's the right coach for the right team. And I think the Leafs right now, it's such a difficult place to play, coach, manage. It's a pressure cooker unlike nothing else in this sport. And I do think you need a guy with a personality like Craig Berube who really doesn't care. Like, I don't care what the media thinks, the fans think. I'm going to be the same guy I am all the time. And I think that the team is starting to recognize that and play well for him. I thought they were going to stumble early. I thought that'd be tough for Matthews, Marner, Nylander, who like to play a little more free. But I think the structures really helped this team.
I also think that there's a noticeable lack of sound and noise coming out of Toronto this year. They're just kind of like business-like, which I can respect and appreciate. They just really haven't been that interesting outside of the rink. So good for them. That's probably good for them.
We all silly like the mayor.